Hello, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing. This is Sinette Tarantula. Hope that you all are having a marvelous Monday, getting ready for a good night's rest. Before I finished up the evening, want to come forth and just do one of my favorite things is to talk about perfumes, aromas, smells, and it's one of my things that I really love to do is have a nice smell to myself, other than my good hygiene, of course. Have a good smell in my home, in my office space, etc., not overdoing it or offending anyone. But I don't really wear perfumes to work or anything like that, mostly on my own personal time. And if I am wearing a perfume, it's very light and non-offensive. One perfume or a little collection of perfume that I wanted to share this evening is by a company that I was introduced to maybe about a year ago. I kept walking about around the counter and not realizing that it was actually perfume. I was going other places, and then one of the other salesperson took me to that area to look at the perfumes. And I saw a lot of different names of fruits and a combination of fruits with interesting names in it. And I was like, well, I'll try something. And I noticed that they had like a lot of incense names as well, especially for their deeper, darker notes of perfume. So that's what I wanted to try, because I'm more into the spice, the more woodsy smells, but also female type perfumes. And so this particular counter was Jo Malone. And I do have a small collection of her perfumes, but I thought was very interesting and watch other people get their packaging done of their Jo Malone purchases. It's very simplistic, but it's very chic. And I let them box up and bag up, but I didn't want all the bows and stuff on it. They were disappointed. They really wanted to do it. And I was like, I'm just not into that. But look at this box. It's so gorgeous. Very chic, and I don't know what to do with it. I didn't want to throw it away, so I've kept it. And I have a couple other boxes too. Like I said, I don't have a large collection, but I do want to come forth and just talk about what I do have. And that day, what I sprayed on my hand and walked around the mall with is myrrh and tonka. And myrrh and tonka and a lot of her perfumes are basically, and can be, unisex. And myrrh, as we know, is an essential oil, so it's very motherly, it's very protective, it's very healing. And that drew me in. And tonka is sort of in the family of the vanilla bean. And I thought, it's not as strong, but it will add some sweetness to the perfume. So as I mentioned, I sprayed it on my hand, and I always do this with perfumes. Spray it on my left hand, and I walk around the mall with it. And just see how it wears on me, and see if I like it, what it turns into, which I did. And you have to be careful, just my personal experience and what I've noticed is that sometimes what they have at the counter as their samples is a little stronger, or the perfume of what you purchase. Now, if I find that out when I get home and it doesn't do the same thing it did when I was at the mall, I'm bringing it back, because if I'm paying a lot of money, I don't care, I'm bringing it back. Now, I know some perfumes that I haven't paid as much money for that lasts long time and does the work of turning into something else and something interesting. And my favorite perfume, as I mentioned before, is Bombshell by Victoria's Secret. I love that. It's excellent. But talking about Jo Malone, this myrrh and tonka, it starts off, like I said, heavy, woodsy with your myrrh incense smell. And then it gets a little vanilla and spicy, but not heavy. It's very female. It adds something different to your chemistry and just, produces magic and makes you feel mysterious and deep and ancient when you wear it. Almost my signature smell, but not quite. But I really, really like it. So far, it was one of my favorites, but I'll mention later what might change this. But anyway, I love this. I won't spray it because I sprayed some already, but it's very nice and pricey, but it's nice. I like it. It's not the most expensive perfume I've ever had, but I definitely like it. If you like woodsy, if you like spicy, if you like incense smell, but not heavy, this is it. Myrrh and tonka. And then the next one, got this not too long ago. I wanted something else that was different, something just mysterious, and that being pomegranate and noir. And this right here, I'm not going to spray this either, but I want to, but I'm not. When you spray it, it gives you this fruit tropical scent. Then it quickly, in about 5-10 seconds, turns into a very grassy green smell. And then quickly, less than 5 seconds, it goes woodsy, deep woodsy. And it still has this hint of this tropical punch. It's just different, and it just works magic throughout the day. And both of these tend to last maybe about 3 or 4 hours, and perhaps other people can smell it too, but it's magic on your skin. And they mentioned that layering these perfumes with other products, such as, their lotions that they have, their bath oils, help, the scent stay on stronger. And I like that about that. But the wear of these are pretty good. And I've noticed, that they tend to hold, like I said, about 3 or 4 hours. And I don't usually spray again. That's it for the day. Unless I was out of town or something like that, I wouldn't do too many sprays of perfumes. And like I mentioned before, they do have lotions and oils and body lotions and body oils and shower gels and bath oils as well. And this particular one is peony and blush suede. I have not, this is a sample. The lady gave me a whole bunch of samples. I haven't used it yet, but they said their lotions are very nice. Can't wait to try it. Still, I've had it a while. And she gave me a whole bunch of other samples. I usually spray some of these. I've had more in my car sometimes, but I have a lot of blueberry and bay. I can't really read these. They're so small. And these not really good grasses. They not even strong, but I can't. They're so small and I just don't know what it says. So I have a lot of pear something, mandarin orange, blueberry blush, those type of things is what I have. So like I said, I had a whole bunch of samples, and you can mix these up. I've even tried to mix these two up together, and that gives an interesting aroma as well. And one of my favorites, I believe, it's one of the new arrivals. I really, really like it. And they keep running out of it. But I've sprayed it on my hands, and I walked around the mall, and it just worked magic. If there was a signature scent for me that's the closest of anything else, is this new perfume by Jo Malone called Velvetier Golden Vanilla. And don't let the name fool you. It's very incensey smell, but it's very deep and mysterious and light. And it just did different things. Spicy. When you think it's gone, it gets a little sweet, vanilla, amber, gets a little florid, and it quickly comes back to an incense smell of frankincense and myrrh. And it's just lovely. And like I said, they keep running out, and they offer to send it from another store. It's not even available online anymore because they've sold so much of it. But this is a sample. I love it so much. I may consider treat myself and just asking her to send it from another store if they going to be doing it anymore. So I ventured out not too long ago to try some of their other products. One, because I love candles, Bath and Body Works candles. Of course, they may not be as safe for the environment, but I love the aroma of them. They can very much so um, put a good aroma in your home, and when you open your door, it smells beautiful. Bath and Body Works have the perfumes. I didn't want to get candles from Jo Malone. I wanted to try something different, so I said I'll try one of their diffusers, and I wanted to try it in one of my favorite perfumes so far, the Myrrh and Tonka. So that's what I did. They're quite pricey, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I wanted to invest in my home, of course. So this is the Myrrh and Tonka diffuser, and these are the reeds that are very porous, and it has oil in here that soaks up and lights up your house. Now, this does not scent of my home like the Bath and Body Works candles do. So I'm a little disappointed in that, because I can set my candles on my fireplace, come in and be like, oh my goodness, it smells so beautiful. Couldn't do this with this. However, if you put it in a corridor, put it in your bathroom or a small room, so far I've noticed that it will do that. Maybe as the reeds age, I've tried to switch them upside down. Holding it like this, of course, I can smell it, but it hasn't did the work that I wanted to do yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep it because I love this jar, and they have the see-through clear ones, and they have these dark ones, I guess, for the intense scents. But this is lovely. I'm just gonna put this on in my room, on a fireplace or an altar or something, and let that stay there. And hopefully it'll scent up the room like I want it to. But anyway, that's my little collection of Jo Malone. She uses, like I said, a lot of the essential oils, and they have a special way of diffusing with water to really make their product a very quality product. I haven't noticed very long lasting, but mixing them up kind of enhances, and layering them enhances the smell of the products. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I will go ahead and get this Velveteer Golden Vanilla. That's what I'm thinking about doing, and keep it as long as the scent does what it does when I'm walking around the mall for about 2 or 3 hours. Anyway, that's it for my little collection of Jo Malone. I wanted to come forth and just share something lighthearted with all that's going on. I'm not going to always talk about health and wellness. I'm not going to always talk about or do videos on outfit of the day. I'm not always going to be serious. Something lighthearted, something that I like to do. Something I like to collect is perfumes. And that's what I just did. This little small collection of Jo Malone. Do you all have Jo Malone, and what is your favorite? Or if you know of a scent that I'm really looking for, with the incense ancient smell that I really, really like, other than what I'm thinking about here. Anyway, that's it. I hope that you all have a good night. Enjoy yourself and continue to smell beautiful. Take care.